Coach, good to be out here.
It's great to be back. This is our third day of practice here today. Just nice to get the pads on there. You find out a little bit more where you're at. We felt good day one and day two, but like I said, you're not doing anything other than tagging people off here. So get an opportunity to put the pads on, see a little bit more physicality, guys getting after it. And saw some good things, saw some things that we got to get corrected, but it's great to be back out here.
Coach Wilson's been impressed by this group's energy and enthusiasm heading into this spring football season.
Been very positive. Been very positive. We're fortunate. We've got a lot of young men who've played a lot of football around here, and so we've got a lot of experience coming back. And these kids from right after the Purdue game, as we got into our winter conditioning program, it's been a very positive attitude. Kids, I think they see the direction that the program's going, and they feel good about it. So I think they're excited about it. They're passionate about it. They've worked extremely hard here in the off season, and now it's up to carrying that into spring ball.
Talked to Greg Heeman the other day and looked like he'd gained 10, 15 pounds of muscle. Did they really get after it in the weight room and change their bodies in the way that you guys wanted them to?
They really did. I think through Coach Hill and his staff and how hard those kids push, how hard they work in the weight room. I think you combine that with the nutrition program that those kids are on, and we've seen some good weight gains. The thing too, Coach Hill at the end of the season, he gave them a weight goal gain, where they had to be by January 1st, where they had to be by February 1st, where they had to be by the beginning of spring practice. And again, if those kids weren't reaching their goals or their weight goals right there, then there's going to be a consequence to pay. So every man on the football team here, again, achieved their weight goals. So we're encouraged with that. But we've seen some significant strides, and some of the kids getting a little bit bigger and stronger here in the off season.
Tough to glean too much after 3 days and only 1 day in pads, but do you feel that from a football standpoint that the defense understands what you're wanting them to accomplish more heading into this year than in previous years?
I would think so. It's the third year that we've been into this scheme. One of the things that we did is we went back through and we really reevaluated this past year. The thing we're trying to do is just continue to simplify. We're fortunate we've got a veteran group back, kids who've played a lot of football here. Still always, begins with your stance, begins with your alignment, knowing where your vision needs to be, and just really going at a slow installation process there of just going from square one to square two to square three, really slowing down, concentrating on good fundamentals. And I think, again, that's always going to be going back to your roots and your basics there, and that's kind of what we're doing. We have not installed very much. So, again, I think the simpler we can keep it, I think the faster and more physical we can play.